Maybe time has not been on your side. Maybe you've been delayed. Maybe you've been procrastinating. Maybe you tell yourself that you're too busy to communicate. You're too busy to send that message. You're too busy to get to know somebody. You're too busy to express yourself and go after what it is you truly desire. Mercury is the planet that affects how we communicate. And maybe we're not communicating that a family would be disapproving about our choices in love. Our family would be disapproving about our new choice of career path. Our family would be disapproving because we're doing something different that doesn't quite align with the norm. But now we see that by not being authentic to our true selves and what we truly desire to have an experience in our life, that it's causing us not only to stab someone else in the back and cause heartbreak and pain, but it also is causing heartbreak and pain to ourselves. We are self-sabotaging our own happiness. So instead of planting seeds, watering, nurturing ourselves, we're stuck in a stagnant energy. Our garden is bare. We can't grow anything because we're allowing the opinions of others to dictate what it is we do in our life. Hello, beautiful beings of light and love. Thanks for stopping by, Sunshine for the Soul, to fill your cup with just a little bit of sunshine today. If you're a new soul visiting, welcome. I'm Cyndi, and I'm excited to share this message with you today. If you clicked on this video, Spirit has a message for you, either from your higher self, source, your spirit guides, or someone in your life you may have a deep spiritual bond with. With love and gratitude, we are thanking our angels, spirit guides, ancestors, and divine source for these messages of divination. We are asking for your divine protection for me and all souls listening. With love in our hearts, let's tap into this energy. Maybe after this time of Mercury retrograde at the end of December going into January 1st, maybe you had to set some boundaries. Maybe there was someone in your life that was disrespectful with how they spoke to you. Maybe you realized that you're worthy of fair and equal treatment with dignity and respect, kindness and compassion. So you had to defend yourself. You had to put up boundaries to keep your peace. You love yourself, and now you value who takes your energy and whether or not it is reciprocated. Our energy is our source. It is our ability to be able to create and have the experience we want to have. But if our energy is being stolen from us, or if it is being drained and our cup isn't being filled back up, then we don't have the resources to be able to co-create this existence that we want. 333 is a number of body, mind, and spirit. And we see that we had in the beginning that it was time to no longer hold back, no longer allow a family's opinion about a situation to stop us from planting seeds and growing in our lives where we want to grow. If it's a relationship, a friendship, a change in where you live, a change in your career, a change in how you make money, living our authentic self means that not everybody is going to agree with us. Not everybody is going to find necessarily value or understand the changes that we make in our life. They can't grasp the concepts. It looks like there was a time where you had to, put up some boundaries, that you found that disrespect was not any longer going to be accepted in your energetic field, that enough is enough. And if you needed to defend yourself, you were going to do it vigorously. So you had to put up boundaries. You had to protect yourself from the energy vampires that don't reciprocate, nor do they understand us. So instead of allowing the opinions and places and ideas of other people that are based on their own journey, their own traumas, their own pain and suffering, the universe is saying here, it's time to stop delaying. It's time to stop procrastinating and saying you're too busy to return to a situation and possibly make some corrections. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. Ace of Pentacles, manifesting something in the physical, bringing it into the reality. Crickets are a sign of something quietly going on in the background. It's that subtle noise, that mesmerizing ambience on a summer night where you hear crickets chirping in the background. So the time of boundaries was necessary. You had to draw a line in the sand because you realized that the communication you were getting was disrespectful. Maybe it was based on fear. Maybe it was based on trouble with Mercury retrograde. But it wasn't quite in alignment for you. So you did what you had to do. Don't feel guilty for putting up a boundary. Know what's right for you. What's for your highest and greatest good will magnetize into you. So that saying, if you let something go and it comes back, it's yours to keep, right? It's meant to be. We can't have any attachments. We can't have any attachments to anything. Not outcomes, no judgments, no preferences. All we can do is read the energy and try to keep our frequency as high as possible. And that includes not allowing less than energy into our lives. Even though this person may really, in their heart, want to do the right things. We don't see anything here malevolently. We see that the fact that the family is judgmental and maybe disapproving of, someone's decisions or disapproving of your decisions, and it's caused you to procrastinate and not go forward and truly not communicate, get caught up in communicating what it is you truly wanted to express. It caused heartache and pain, not only for somebody else, but for yourself, because you couldn't go in and plant the seeds. You didn't have the ability to grow this garden together. And we have an energy here of, you weren't able to climb this ladder. You weren't able to find stability in this situation. Now, the final energies we're looking at here for you, singles and sexy, is intimacy means mutual respect. It means unity, and it means closeness. Now, we've already seen that we have kind of an energy here of somebody wasn't very respectful of how something would make somebody feel, wasn't very respectful of maybe their approach or maybe how they spoke with someone. But if you want true intimacy, if you want to align with unconditional love and unity consciousness, we have to mutually respect each other. And that includes understanding that our words and our actions, how they affect other people, preferably before we say them and not after. This is someone else, someone in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. With judgment in the reverse, we saw that this is a family unit that is not in agreement or will not be in agreement with someone's choices that they're making to pursue something that they want to put into. They want to grow something. So this energy in the middle is blocking the intimacy. It's caused delays. It's caused someone to have to put up boundaries. It's caused someone to put everything on hold without any forward progress. Mercury retrograde was December 13th to January 1st. So there was a glitch in someone trying to communicate, and it was because they felt pressure from outside sources, and someone had to put up their boundaries because there was no respect shown. Now the universe is saying it's identifying this sabotaging behavior to this connection or this opportunity to do something new that the family won't agree with. This 10 of Wands that isn't happening, not able to release burdens, not able to let go of other people's opinions of us and thinking that we need to live our lives based on how they think about us. This is someone becoming self-aware that they've been living their life under someone else's thumb, someone else's belief systems, someone else's opinions of them. And they've been self-sabotaging relationships, and they've been self-sabotaging the relationship with themselves, possibly with a hermit, Virgo energy. But they had to take time to go on a spiritual journey. They had to turn off all the noise and go into a quiet place and just ask for the light to find them, to show them the way, to awaken them, to become self-aware of this possibly behavior pattern of living their lives for what other people thought of them, for not following their true north, for not going after what they found to be their true fulfillment. So singles and sexy, whether this is you and you've experienced these setbacks and you've allowed your family to dictate where, when, and what you do in your life, and you're realizing that you need to live authentically, that it's time for you to communicate, it's time for you to come back in with a message to correct things, to grow things, to allow yourself intimacy, unity, mutually respect each other in a relationship, in a partnership. The spiritual journey that you've gone on has done great things for you. And now the universe is wanting you to step into your authenticity in all areas of your life. Now the next Mercury retrograde is April 1st, April Fool's Day. So remember when we're communicating to be careful that Mercury can cause some glitches, some disruptions. And as an energetic being, the cycles that we experience with the energies of the planets can be utilized to benefit us. So in this case, I would say single and sexy, if you're going to communicate something to somebody, do it before April Fool's Day. Don't do it on April Fool's Day or within that first week of April. Make sure that you get your communication done before that or after that, because it looks like in December going into early January, there was a glitch that caused some backwards movement in an area of your life. And if you want to move that forward, if you want to talk to this person, if you'd like to, the universe is saying don't do it during Mercury retrograde. So if you enjoyed this reading, singles and sexy, and this uplifted you and your cup of sunshine was filled just a little tiny bit, and you could look at this and understand how this played out and how maybe we could look at things differently, please subscribe. Don't lose me in YouTube world. Like this video so other people can get this single and sexy message about, really loving ourselves. I just saw 1444 and not allowing anything to go after what we truly feel is our highest and greatest timeline. What we are going to find to truly be fulfilling. And I love that for you, singles and sexy. We'll see you at your next reading. Peace and love.